Hello everybody, myself Rakesh Sanjay Srivastava, Science Teacher in St. Michael's Academy. In this part of video, I teach the students of class 6. The chapter name is Habitat of the Living Things. In previous video, we all study about habitats and also different types of organisms living in different types of habitats. Now in this part of video, I explain about components of habitat. Now you all note down these pages given here. Components of habitats. Now we all study one by one of each topic. Components of habitat. As you know, in whole world there are two types of components present. First is called biotic and second is called abiotic. The example of biotics are plants and animals and also microbes. And abiotic components are soil, water, air, light and temperature. So we all study about this component. In general way, our environment comprises two types of components. First is called biotic components. Second is called abiotic. Biotic means living organism. All types of living organism, including in the biotic components. As example, plants, animals and microbes. Second is called abiotic components. These are non-living components. They include physical component, as example soil, water and air, and also climatic components, light, wind, temperature, humidity and rainfall. So biotic and abiotic components of a habitat influence the survival of organisms living here. It means various types of living things present on the earth's surface. They survive here only by the help of abiotic components. If in the absence of a biotic component, nobody can survive here on the earth's surface. Now, role of biotic components. As you know, biotic components including plants, animals and microorganisms. And on the basis of their features and characters, they also divided into different categories. In starting, plants. Plants are called producers. It means all the living organisms divide into producer, decomposer and also consumers. So at first producers. Plants are called producers because they prepare their food on self by the process of photosynthesis. And also they are called autotrophs because they prepare their food on self and also called producer. And these plants prepare food for oneself and also for other living organisms. And the process is called photosynthesis. In the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water, including by the help of carbon dioxide and water and also sunlight, leaves of the plant prepare food and chlorophyll also present inside it. By the help of this, they produce the food material in the form of starch and also they release oxygen also. Now second important thing, consumers. Animals are consumers. The living organism, they depend on others for their food. They have no capacity to prepare their own food. And also every time they depend on other plants and animals for their food. They are called consumers. And these consumers also are of various types of category. First, herbivorous. Second, carnivorous and third, omnivorous. Herbivorous animals, the living organism, they eat only plants. They are called herbivores. As example, cow, buffalo, horse, deer and rabbit. They are also called primary consumers because they are always called herbivorous and depend on plant and plant products. Second, carnivorous. The living organism, they feed the primary consumers and also they feed the flesh of animals. They are called carnivorous. Lion, tiger are the example of carnivorous. Now, omnivorous. The living beings, they eat both plants and animals and also they eat all types of things. They are called omnivorous. Human beings, bear and crows are the example of omnivorous. So in this way, we all know about different types of living organisms on the basis of food. They are categorized into herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. After them, the third category of living things, decomposers and also microorganisms. Microorganisms are also called decomposers. And also in microorganisms, as example, bacteria and fungi. They decompose the dead and decaying plants and animals. So they are called decomposers. And after decomposing this, they break down the large molecules into simpler molecules and convert into manure, which are beneficial and nutrients for the plant. By the help of this nutrition, as manure, plants grow rapidly. And after them, some types of animals. They feed on only dead animals. They are called scavengers. Scavengers depend on dead animals and they eat the flesh of dead animals. As example, vulture, hyena and jackals are some example of scavengers. Now, the most important topic, role of decomposers. What are the importance of decomposers? This is also important part of this. Decomposers release nutrients. Second, they help in recycling of nutrients. And also they help in cleaning the environment. In this way, we all study in this part components of habitat. There are two components, biotic and abiotic components. Abiotic components related with non-living things and biotic components related with living things. And also role of biotic components. We all study about this topic. There are three categories of living organisms: producer, consumer and decomposers. And producers also related to only plants because they prepare their own food and also depend on self for their production of food. So they are called producers. Second, animal, various types of animals, they are including in consumer groups and they could not prepare their own food. They depend for their food on plants and animals. On the basis of taking food, these animals also divided into three categories. First is called herbivorous, second is called carnivorous and third is called omnivorous. Herbivorous also called primary consumer and also they eat only plants. And second group, carnivorous. Carnivorous also are called secondary consumers and also they eat flesh of animals and also omnivorous eat all things. Now I complete this part of video. Thank you.